Moral panics. In perhaps its most simplest form, moral panics are a reaction to societal change and are ultimately about reconfirming moral values in response to the changes taking place.
During the 1960s, there were two major youth groups in Britain. Cohen labelled these mods and rockers. He wanted to see if by adding labels to these groups they embraced their deviant identities and amplified deviance. He ended up discovering that adding labels to these groups constructed an ideology of them and created a large reaction by publics when represented in the media, resulting in the discovery of creating a moral panic. He published his findings in his book Moral Panics in 1973. Terrorism and the implications of immigration are a prominent feature in the media, creating prejudice and discrimination across the globe. The first sign of terrorism used globally in creating moral panic was after the events of 9/11. Hipsman explains how moral panics was created against immigration, especially Muslims, for the media moguls and US government to gain social control, resulting in initiatives like Patriots Act of 2001, which legally imposed restrictions on immigration. The more these restrictions were reported on, the more people became aware, allowing high amounts of people to believe that immigration was the direct cause of events like 9/11.
Cohen talks about 5 key players of moral panic. Folk devils are the threat that incites the moral panic, enforcers of rules and laws are institutional authority figures, news media breaks the news about the threat and continue to report on it, politicians respond to the threat, and the publics develop a focused concern about the threat. Cohen also discusses the 5 key stages of moral panic, these being something or someone is defined as a threat to values or interests. This threat is then depicted in an easily recognisable form by the media. Next, there is a rapid build-up of public concern, and there is then a response from authorities or opinion makers. In the final stage of Cohen's model, the panic recedes or results in social change. There needs to be an involvement of the media, public opinion, and the authorities.
Good and Ben Yehuda developed a model of moral panic that examines the role of claims makers, such as elites and interest groups. Their model stresses the importance of the two groups, claiming the grassroots model allows us to see what fears and concerns are made of, while the interest group model enables us to see how this raw material is intensified and mobilized. Good and Ben Yehuda's model also identifies 5 key criteria for moral panics: concern, hostility, consensus, disproportionality, and volatility.
Moral panics are ideological because they have the ability to blur the line between fact and fiction due to the state of a panic in society. Moral panics are also dangerous as they can be used as a weapon to shift blame and conceal the truth. Moral panics are often used by politicians for political gain. It also allows politicians to take action due to the panic in the public, and they can use moral panics to gain public backing on certain issues. Moral panics can also be used to divert attention away from poor government choices and instead blame certain groups in society for issues that we face.